dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning and a happy Monday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this May 19th. We are almost at 6 o'clock this morning. And Megan, it was a bit of a cooler start to my Monday morning, but I don't know if that's the case for our lookout as we go through our first alert weather day.
Yeah, we're going to see those temperatures unfortunately spiking as we're heading into the afternoon with high temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s. I'll get to that in a second. But let's talk about those rain chances out there. Satellite radar is picking up a lot of cloud cover this morning, and that will pretty much be the trend for most of the region today. However, we do see some chances for storms as you're traveling more towards the southwestern portions towards Wayne County and McCreary County, as well as Campbell and Claiborne. Forecast highs for today, well, we're looking at temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s. Warmest temperature in Harlan, 82 degrees. So it's going to be a warm one out there. But currently, we're looking a little bit chillier. You can expect those 50s out there with the exception of Monticello at 62 degrees. We'll hit that high temperature as we're heading to that 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock mark. Amelia.
The third day of recovery begins in southern Kentucky after this weekend's tornado and severe weather. The tornado is preliminary thought to be an EF3, leaving at least 19 people dead and a swath of damage behind. Laurel County is one of those hardest hit areas as residents spent the weekend sifting through damage ahead of the fear of more severe weather starting today. The governor gave an update last night about this weekend's storms. Governor Beshear says the latest death was a woman in Russell County. That's the first confirmed death there. Another death was also confirmed in Pulaski County. Beshear says 17 people were killed in Laurel County. London Mayor Randall Weddle told our sister station on Saturday that more than 20 people were killed in that county alone. Governor Beshear acknowledged the conflicting reports, saying his numbers are from the Department of Public Health, adding the local numbers could just be ahead of the state's. We did learn a bit more about one man who died as a result of the storms on Saturday. Laurel County firefighter Major Roger Leslie Leatherman died after being injured while responding to storm damage. Laurel County Fire Department officials posted on Facebook that Leatherman was a dedicated public servant for nearly 4 decades. In the post, it says, quote, "This is a heartbreaking reminder of the dangers our first responders face every day and the incredible bravery they show in the face of disaster," end quote. The department did not share how Major Leatherman died, but did ask for prayers. You might never think about what goes into making a home until you see insulation in trees and sheets of metal in the yard. Jessica Umbro spoke with folks at the heart of the tornado damage in London as the lengthy cleanup ramps up.
In Sunshine Hills, survival for Angela Lucas's mom late Friday night came down to a stroke of luck.
She was anywhere else in the house, she would not have survived.
Luck that her mom, who has dementia, managed to get to a safe spot in her home at the right stroke of the clock.
When they told her to take shelter, she'd just gotten down there and hadn't been in there for a minute or so when she heard the tornado.
Just across the street, Chris Gregory is helping to clean up what's left of his friend's childhood home. But Gregory was out of the country when the tornado happened and saw the damage from the sky before he saw it with his own eye.
On our flight home, we flew over London from Atlanta, and you could see the scar and it was unlike anything I'd ever seen. It gave me cold chills to see.
People I talked with in the Sunshine Hills community say that there are just a few things that can help them sift through this rubble that can't be destroyed by any tornado or any natural disaster. They say those things are faith and community.
I'm going to be out here for weeks and months trying to help build back lives of people that I love, that I care about.
And while many in Sunshine Hills lost nearly everything, Lucas says she gives praise to knowing her mom left with hardly a scratch on her.
We're all blessed just to be alive because everything belongs to him. He can give and he can take, but it all belongs to him.
A miracle that can be found amidst the rubble as those who can continue to pick up the pieces. In Laurel County, Jessica Umbro, WKYT.
We know a lot of people are working to clean up what they can while the weather is cooperating. Unfortunately, those calm skies won't be sticking around. The National Weather Service is among those hard at work today. Laurel County was likely the hardest hit area in the path of the storm system that tracked more than 500 miles. Many locations in the area are leveled after that tornado ripped through overnight. In true Kentucky fashion, the people there have wasted no time in helping each other clean up the devastating damage. Multiple church groups stopped by to help folks repair homes and distribute supplies.
When you throw the amount of hands to it, and you know that they're here to help you no matter what, that's very touching.
Mercy Chefs is also there helping provide food for the survivors, first responders, and others in recovery efforts for as long as they're needed. There's more to come about recovery efforts in London coming up in the next half hour. If you are looking to donate to tornado victims, officials want you to be on the lookout for scammers as well. The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office says they're getting multiple reports of scammers pretending to be emergency service officials and asking for donations. They're warning the public to not give out personal information or credit card numbers to people claiming to be emergency services. They say officials will not request donations over the phone at this time. Some schools affected by that severe weather will be closed today. Pulaski County schools are some of those. The district says they're waiting for power to be restored in some schools and for road access to be cleared, not just to their campus, but across the county. They're hopeful schools will be open on Tuesday. Students in Laurel County will also be off today. The district says they're reaching out to students to provide support. They're providing counseling staff for any students who need help. If your child is a Laurel County student, you can contact their assigned counselor via their school phone number starting this morning. Donations, they're already pouring into the areas hit by that tornado. In London, the Heart Missionary Baptist Church saw a second day of people bringing items to donate. Pastor Brad Hendricks says they didn't have to ask people to bring goods, but the outpouring of community support allowed them to take the items to give back. Hendricks says that the community's efforts to help each other is special to see.
So from one church calling us to a high school calling us, it's just amazing to see the love that people pouring out. It's just blown us away where we have just been a warehouse to take the items in and to be able to distribute them right back out.
Hendricks says FEMA and Senator Mitch McConnell's office reached out to the church about the assistance they're providing. And here are some ways you can help people who were impacted by the severe weather. The Palace Family Entertainment Center in London is accepting donations for those affected. They say you can drop off water as well as non-perishable food and cleaning supplies. East Bernstadt Fire and Rescue is collecting donations for those in the Sunshine Hills Wine Pine community. And the Whitley County High School volleyball team is taking donations for any supplies to be given to volleyball programs in Laurel and Pulaski counties. The supplies include cleaning and hygiene items. They can be dropped off from noon until 6 on Monday and Tuesday at the Whitley County High School gym. If you're missing an item from that tornado damage, you might be able to reclaim it. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office created a Lost and Found for disaster relief. They say many valuable items have been lost in the chaos of the tornado. If you find something that might belong to someone else, you're asked to bring it to their office so they can reunite it with its rightful owner. WYMT and WKYT are partnering with the American Red Cross for Rebuilding Kentucky. We're raising money for victims and those impacted by the tornadoes. You can donate by scanning the QR code that's on your screen right now.
As we're going through the next couple hours, we'll see those temperatures warming up into the 80s for some portions of our region. We're looking at 82 degrees as you approach Harlan, 80 for Jonesville and Williamsburg, as well as Monticello, upper 70s for the remainder of the region. Current temperatures, though, well, we're sitting in the 50s and a little bit warmer as you're traveling more towards Monticello, 62 degrees right now. Although it is calm on satellite and radar, just watching those clouds roll in, we do have chances for storms as you're traveling more towards the southwestern portions of our region, like Wayne County, McCreary County, Pulaski County, as well as Whitley, Campbell, and Claiborne County, Tennessee. Here's a look at those next 12 hours. Most of the region expecting those partly cloudy skies, but of course, again, we still have those chances for storms as you're traveling more towards that Kentucky-Tennessee border. Amelia.
It's 6:08 and we've got more mountain news on the way. A bill that would reform requirements for Medicaid moves past committee with a vote expected to happen on the House floor later this week.